Today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to play. It doesn't even matter if you just got a VR, you've been playing for a while and you want to get better. Anything. If you're just playing over the weekends, this is the perfect tutorial for you. Okay, so I'm going to do segments of the video. So first we have beginner, immediate, intermediate, and then pro. Not like pro, but like you know what you're doing. So let's start with beginner. So let's talk about some of the stuff in Gorilla Tech. Okay, let's start. There's so much to learn. Let's just start off with the basics. Okay, movement. This is how you're going to be running around. So you want to take one hand like this, and the other one. So you want to push off like this. And a key that nobody really gets all the time, and what I do is see your body right here. See how if I'm running and I stop, it takes momentum. If you want to run, never make sure your body touches the ground, because then you lose momentum, and you don't want to do that. Another thing you can do is called the funny run, which is basically where you click like not the big grip, but like the small one on your controller, and then you click either X. You click X and A, or Y and B if you have longer hands. But usually it's A and X. You take your hands like this, and you just like throw your like self like this. You just kind of like throw yourself. And you don't want your body to touch the ground. Next thing we have is pinch climbing. So there's two places that are the best for pinch climbing. This little pole right here, and the double walls. The double walls you can also like hit off of like this going up, and I'll tell you that in a bit. Okay, so basically you want to grab onto it like this, push up and grab it again. Make sure it's pretty close to your body, and you can go as fast as you want. Maybe just put like your arms in circles like this. And yeah, just fall off of that. Next thing we have is, this is one of the harder skills, pushing off of the wall like this. Wall bouncing. So basically, you just want to take your hand. You don't want to push across. You want to push up, like across and up, and then grab it and then just go like that, like boom, boom, boom. Okay. Then we have jumping. Jumping is basically taking one hand or two. I do one, and just like throwing it down on the ground. Like have your controller and just go, don't like throw it on the ground, but like just go up. Like just press up. Okay, next we have branching. So everything in Gorilla Tag has a hitbox besides your arms. So the only things that actually touch is your palms and your arms and your body. So see, look, your body touches, and your head. So see, I can just bounce on my head, and I can always just put my arm through this. So you can hop on these branches and just like go around. Once you get good, you can memorize like where the branches are, because all of these trees are either bigger and rotated, so basically this tree right here, this one I'm climbing, is the exact same as all the other trees. Here's the platforms. This is basically just like on the platform. Now let's talk about some of the game modes and fun ways to play Gorilla Tag. So over here, we also have that skill with pinch climbing. You see how your arms are like really, really close to each other? Like when you're going like this? So you can also pinch climb these walls, but you want to have your arms like really far out and just do the same motion. But far the best thing of pinch climbing is having your arms fully out and just pinch climbing this. Like that. Like that. Okay, so let's talk about some of the game modes. And as you can see, your hands probably look like this. and none of these buttons are lighted up. Now we're going to teach you something. Now come over to like this little city map. So basically you just come through here and you come up these stairs and you'll see cosmetics. So these are things that you can buy with in-game currency. If you just got the game, this should say 5,500. If you have the game, every day you get 100 shiny rocks. But since this game is $30, you get 5,000 shiny rocks, which is a lot of shiny rocks. I only have 1,000. So what you can either do is come over here and buy any of these hats, any of them, because all of them you could buy. We have the party hat, which was my first cosmetic. This is my second cosmetic. It's this. And yeah, you can buy any of that. But then we have the limited time stuff. So this is not going to be here forever. So this is the cave stuff. This is original. So basically this was already here before. So if you see somebody with a mushroom hat, don't freak out. It's just an update. And you can try on these cosmetics. Now I'll pick out ones that are pretty interesting. And I will teach you some stuff. Now, if you want to become the best at the game, you don't want to have anything that's in your way. And what I mean by that is, if I have this dinosaur hat on, you can see this right here. That's not good. You don't want that. But if you like it, it's cool. I like it. But if you want to become a sweat, you're probably going to have to take that off. Next, we have things that are called holdables. So, holdables, you can hold them. So, it'll be on your arm. And if you just click this trigger, or this one, and you can just hold it like this. This one's a whistle, and it plays like this cool music. Next, we have this guy. We're gonna call him Sir Wigglington. We also got rings, so it takes away my gloves, but I bought those gloves from a Christmas update. So this ring, you can't do anything. Wait. Yeah, you can't do anything with it. Sometimes the rings and items can give you cool things. Like the Halloween one makes your voice deep. We also have badges. Badges just sit here. Now, if you see somebody with a hand that has red, blue, and green on it, they are a content creator, like me. And I'm working my way up to get the finger painter badge. That's what it's called. And I really want this finger painter badge because I can brag. That's it. I can just brag. But not a lot of people have it. Next, we got up these glasses. They're just cool looking glasses. I'm not going to review the whole update. This is going to be fundamental for you guys. So this is mountains. So some things can be slippery. So as you can see, if I put my hands down, I don't slip. Now this, see, it's slippery. And you can go on it. Now, if you ever come to mountains in a public game of Infection, there's some really good players. Now I don't my favorite map is forest. I'm really good at forest sometimes. But you can just glide. You can glide around, and once you get started on my videos, J-Man Curly's videos, you'll see YouTube recommends different Gorilla Tag content creators and YouTube Shorts. So one trend that's very hard to do is called Secret Tunnel. So that little shark mouth up there is the tunnel, and you have to get to it by doing this. I'll just show you guys. If you guys ever start making content, tag me, because I'd like to see what you guys make if you ever watch my video. So if you're really new, that's the segment for you. Now we're gonna get into advanced. So you know all the stuff in the first one, and you want to know a little bit more. So this is gonna be a little harder. So let's get into it. Okay, so you know about cosmetics. You know about there's all these different maps, like clouds map, horse map. I'm gonna let you guys figure that out because it's always fun to do that. And then over here. Okay, so you know what everything is. You got a couple cosmetics, maybe a couple hats, shirts, maybe even a face cosmetic. So you know what you're doing. Now I'm going to teach you something that's called routes. So you know what you're doing, and you know what branching is. So you can just branch and branch. Now I'm going to teach you something that's called routes. So you know what you're doing, and you know what branching is. So you can just branch and branch and branch and just branch. Now you see how I did like 2 hits off the wall? So this is called wall running, and there's 3 different things that you can do. I am going to cover 2 of them, and then in the pro segment I'll teach you about the 3rd one. So the main 2 that you want to learn is wall running and wall climbing. Now, don't be sad if you don't get it the first time. It took me forever to figure these out. But basically, you want to have your hand like this and just kind of push up and like across if you want. When you get good, there's a lot of control that you can do with it. Now, you want to be good with both hands. I suck with my left hand, as you can see. Next, we have wall climbing. So you just bounce off these corners, like 1, 2. If you ever watch the movie Incredibles, you'll know that guy named Frozen kind of runs like this, like side to side. That's what you want to do, like just side to side, like this, and kind of put your hands higher sometimes, and then you'll get up here. So, like I said about that mountains thing, there's things that are slippery. As being, you can see those blue walls and the red walls. The red ones are really slippery, and the blue ones are slippery too. The red ones are the most slippery. Next, we have routes. I talked a little bit about them, but I didn't fully cover them. Routes are what you make up. So, basically, routes are designated like tree branches spots that you've made up. Like this is one of my routes. You jump on this, and then you hit. This one's harder. It's called swinging your arm around it. You gotta like, even it's hard for me to do it, but you just swing your arm around and you can get on the platform. That's really it for intermediate, because I talked about a lot of stuff in beginner that are mandatory. Now let's get into pro. So pro doesn't have a lot of items, but I mean it has some stuff. So, you don't need to be pro. I probably could put this in intermediate. But you can put your hand through the slide. I was talking about your arms don't have hitboxes, so you can just go through stuff. You can put your arm through it, tilt your head, make sure you tilt your head, and just swing out of it. That's for intermediate. Okay, now let's go on to pro. Or pro, let's say pro. So, you'll know all the basics. I'll just teach you some more about them. So basically, another glitch you can do, these are glitches. If you put your hand like in the bottom, and you just go like that, like this, and you can go really high. You can also just bounce on the trampoline, normally. It's a really quick thing to do, and it goes you pretty far. Next we have elevatoring and Lucioing. When I was talking about the walls, we only covered 2 of them. Now this is the 3rd one. We're not going to say that yet. We're going to cover up something that's called elevator climbing. So basically, you put your hand through the wall, pretend there's the wall here, and you just move your hand in like a circle, like this. Like that. Like move your arm in a circle. And the cool thing is, you'll find it out, but there's different kind of bugs so Forest has Doug the Bug, Caves has Mark the Shark, and Matt the Bat. And yeah, so let's go back on the elevator. So basically, you just make your arm go in circles, and you can go really, really fast. Next thing, I'm not even good at. It's called Lucioing. We're gonna do this in a casual. So there's different game modes, as I said. This is not Lava Monkey. This is Lava Monkey. This is a new game, and then you learn a newer game. So this are public lobbies. Just have people in there. Okay, so as you can see, Lucioing is basically putting your hands like this and going like that. I'm really bad at it, but it's better to do it on the wall up here. So yeah, that's Lucio.